Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Oh my gosh, I feel like it has been so long since I've talked to you last. The last 2 weeks that I did have videos going up, I was posting 3 times a week for 2 consecutive weeks. I was like, I'm gonna keep the ball rolling. I'm so excited. And then Wednesday I woke up and my throat was kind of scratchy, but I was like, whatever, it's a sore throat. We're gonna get rid of it. It's gonna be fine. Thursday I woke up and this is a little bit TMI, I apologize, but what can you do? I had this disgusting taste in my mouth and I swallowed and it felt like I had swallowed like a box of razor blades overnight. I went to the bathroom, I spit out whatever I had in my mouth. Basically there was blood coming out of my mouth, so the first thing I did was freak out. The thing is, anytime I get sick, I'm really I don't go to the doctors unless I feel like it's a super emergency and I just can't handle it. At that point, I couldn't handle it. I feel like I have a pretty high pain tolerance, but my throat was just so raw, inflamed, my voice, everything. Landon looked at me and was like, why do you sound like that? He was even concerned, so we went to the clinic and turns out I had a really bad case of strep throat. I've never had strep throat before, so I have no idea where I got it from. That day, I was just miserable and I was annoyed, and then after that, like the next coming days, being on penicillin, I had like body ache, chills, I was getting feverish. It was just miserable. I felt so bad that I didn't have anything pre-filmed for you guys because I hated going that entire week of not posting anything after being so good at posting it 3 times a week. So I apologize for my absence. Today's video is actually going to be a haul because while I was on my deathbed, I decided to do some online shopping because treat yourself. That was lame. But I placed an order on e.l.f. eyeslipsface.com. I feel like I haven't ordered anything from there in forever, and I was just going on the site and clicking the new tab and seeing what was on. Plus, I had woken up that morning and I had a 40% off coupon code. No. Maybe this was before I was sick then. I think it was. I got a 40% off coupon in my inbox, so I was like, that's the perfect time to order. Even though e.l.f. is already affordable as it is, it's nice to get a discount on it too. So I got all these things for 40% off and then free shipping. I have to say shipping was pretty quick too. Pretty much everything that I ordered are all eyeshadows except for 3 products, which, oh, where is that third product? I had one other product and apparently I don't have it in this bin. It was a mineral powder eye brightener. So I was kind of thinking maybe it would be a dupe for Well Rested. I haven't really heard anything about it and I just saw it either under bestsellers or new. So I was like, I want to try that out. I meant to use it this morning and I forgot. So I will keep you guys updated on that. And then other than that, I only have 2 other face products and then everything else is eyeshadow. So let's go ahead and get into those first. This is the contouring blush and bronzing powder. I remember when this product first came out, everyone was saying that it was a dupe for the NARS Orgasm and Laguna duo. I remember I shied away from those because whenever e.l.f. first released the studio line, I went crazy on those studio blushes. A lot of the pigmentation those were nice, but some ingredient in that product made my cheek break out in these weird rashes, so I got rid of all of those. So that's why I've been kind of hesitant, but I was really curious about the bronzer in this duo. This one is in the shade Fiji, and I'm pretty sure this was the only duo that came matte. So you have this nice matte pinky mauve blush, and then you have this bronzer, which when I swatch it on my finger, it looks like it would be a nice kind of cool neutral tone. But when I apply it onto my face, I put a little bit on this morning, it looked very, very orange. I don't know if it's just because it reacted with my foundation weird, so I'm going to try it one more time, but I don't know, I was kind of annoyed because I wanted it to be more of a cooler neutral toned, so I'm going to try it again and see. But this was the first product I got. I want to say all of these products except for one in here were in the $3 to $2 range. Everything in the studio line is typically $3, but then like I said, I got the 40% off. And then the only other face product I got is this baked blush. This one is in the shade Rich Rose. This was one of the darkest shades on there, and it's a marbleized baked powder. There's a rose color and then more of a peachy pink color. As you can see, it's kind of reminiscent of the MAC MSFs, the shape of it. Not quite the size, but the shape and the way it looks. I thought it was going to be a deeper color. It is pretty, but it's almost like a bronzy highlight. I thought it was going to be more of a bronzy blush, but I don't know. We'll see. I may try it out with some other brushes. First off, I picked up the e.l.f. Prism eyeshadow. They have these in, I want to say, 3 or 4 different varieties. I got mine in the shade Naked. I've seen Kathleen and Laura both do a tutorial on this, so I wanted to pick it up myself. It does come with a little dual-ended sponge tip applicator. These colors are so soft and buttery. I haven't applied them onto my eyes yet, but I have swatched them. A lot of the colors in here kind of remind me, at least swatched, I don't know how they'll be on the eyes, but swatch, they kind of remind me of some of the shades in the original Lorac Unzipped palette. There's some nice goldy rosy tones in here. Picked up 4 of these baked eyeshadows. I remember hearing Emily Noel talk about these a long time ago, and I wanted to pick them up then. For whatever reason I didn't, but I picked them up recently. The first one I have here is called Burnt Plum. You can use these wet or dry. I love this one. I applied this all over my lid. The only thing with these products though, maybe if you use it wet with a brush it would be good, but when using it dry, I feel like the best way to apply is with your finger. I tried with a stiff shader brush, I tried with multiple different brushes, and I just couldn't get the product to go on as well, like on my bare lid. If I had like a paint pot or something underneath, then it went okay, but just on my bare lid, I felt like the best way was to really kind of get my finger in there and then just kind of like pat it onto my lid. Next up, we have the shade Bark. This is a gorgeous kind of bronzy color. And then we have, where are you? This one is Toasted, which I believe, I want to say Burnt Plum and Toasted were like the 2 that Emily had raved about back then. I could be wrong, that video was like forever ago. I'm super excited to use this wet on my lids though. When swatching it, it was beautiful. So I'm super excited. I feel like this all over the lid with a warm crease color would be absolutely gorgeous. And that's a ton of eyeshadow for $3, especially if you wait and get these while they're on sale. And then the very last shade I have is called Chocolate Dreams. This one had a bit more of a shimmer in it. But what is it about these? Like this whole like orb looking thing that just makes it like so cute. Okay, so I picked up a whole bunch of these e.l.f. smudge pots. I want to say I got every shade that was in stock that was like on the neutral side. There was another color that I really wanted, but it was out of stock. This one here is called Brownie Points. I believe I've heard Kathleen rave about these as well. I don't know how well these are going to apply onto the lid, like just as a cream shadow and not just a base, if that makes sense, just because they feel so creamy. They're incredibly pigmented, but they are so creamy that I feel like these may crease on the eyes, but I haven't tried it just on my eyes yet. I have used the other shadows I'm going to show you though. So this one here is called Brownie Points. This was probably the darkest color I got. And then I got the shade Back to Basics. This is just a really pretty gold. I love the packaging of these as well. These kind of remind me a bit of the Maybelline color tattoos, but I don't know, I feel like these are actually creamier. Sometimes I feel like the Maybelline color tattoos you really have to warm up. Maybe that's just me. Okay, and then this shade here, Gotta Glow. This was the only one that was kind of skippy when you swatched it. It's like it didn't go on as opaque and creamy and smooth as the other 3. But this color's so pretty. And the very last one is probably one of my favorites. I want to say this one and Brownie Points swatch the prettiest. This one here is called Cruisin' Chic, and it's more of kind of like a taupey, I don't even know how to describe it. But seriously, the creaminess of these are so nice. I hope they don't dry out as fast as some of the color tattoos do. Okay, and then these very final 4 shadows here are the 4 that I'm the most excited about. I've already worn several of these and I love them. I don't know if I've ever heard anyone talk about them. Maybe I have and it just didn't stick. I'm not sure. But I love these. Okay, the first one here is called Festivity. This one and the next shade I'm going to show you are the 2 that I've worn so far. These remind me if the Chanel Illusion des Ombres and then the L'Oreal Infallible shadows had a baby. Maybe a little bit of ColourPop. They're not quite as squishy as ColourPop, but they kind of have the same bounciness, but then they have the texture and pigmentation of the other 2 products that I mentioned earlier. This color is absolutely gorgeous. I've worn these on my bare lid all day, didn't have any issues with creasing. I feel like you do lose a little bit of the glitter, but the color stays there. Not only do these wear nicely on your lids, they almost make good like eyeshadow toppers too. That's my friend Laura actually told me about that. I didn't even think about that at first, but she was like, yeah, try topping them. And I did, and oh, I'm in love. So that's Festivity, and then the next one is Soiree. These are the 2 that I've worn on my eyes so far. This one right here, I love. If you're gonna order anything from the site, I feel like you have to add this one into your cart. The packaging of this is so much better too. This is what I mean. See how this has like a narrow opening? This one is wide all the way down. This one is narrow and then gets wide. So I just feel like you're gonna have to like really jam your finger in there later. But these, like I said, have that squishy, bouncy texture, but they apply so nicely. I wish I had my Chanel New Moon because I feel like this may be similar. This color though, I'm telling you guys, is absolutely gorgeous. I almost totally forgot to mention, if you guys follow me on Instagram and I posted it, when I posted that picture, I was like, these are all drugstore products. These were all those items swatched. And so many of you guys commented on this one. It's just a gorgeous, rosy, slash rose gold slash like mauve. It's so pretty. I'm telling you guys will love this one. So I wore both of these on my lids just alone, and no base, nothing, just these, and then had powder shadow on my crease, and it lasted all day. I love them. Okay, and then I got the color Gala. This is just a gorgeous, like super dark, rich brown, but it almost looks like it has a hint of purple in it. I actually haven't worn this one on my eyes yet, but I have swatched it. And then the very final one I have here is called Party. This was the only one that had a different texture. I don't know if it's the color or if I just got a janky one. It's a lot firmer than the other three that I have, and it's like I had to swatch it multiple times to get it opaque like the other ones. It's almost like this one has so much silvery gunmetal shimmer in it that you get more of the shimmer than the actual color of the cream in the other three. So this was the only one that didn't swatch as nicely, but once I built it up, then I got a nice color. So I don't know, I'm curious to see how this one will go on the eyes. I'm so excited to do some looks for you guys with these things just because e.l.f. is so affordable, and now you can find a lot of it at Target and Walmart. But yeah, I think I ended up getting 17 items. Oh, where's the receipt? It was like 17, yeah, I'm pretty sure it was 17 items, and I paid right under $40. So yeah, that is it for my e.l.f. haul. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you guys have any other e.l.f. recommendations for me, be sure to leave those down below. Like I said, I'm so sorry for my absence, but I'm so happy to be back. Oh, my throat just got a bubble. I missed you guys all so much. It didn't get a bubble. I burped and it had a bubble. I'm not gonna lie to you. Okay, anyways, why did I feel the need to admit that? I don't know. It's been a long day, but thank you guys all so much for watching. I love you guys all so much. If you guys have any comments, questions, be sure to leave those down below, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!